Here we go. Check 9, check 9. Check 13. Check 13.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Rosen off the play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On play action, Rosen. And that's complete to Gates.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Washington.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run on first down. It's Bush, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Bush.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Rosen to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it with Bush. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down now, it's Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rosen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 56, right there.
Now it's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, it's Bush. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. First and goal, Bush. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, Bush. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, this is Bush. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Hey, alert! Central West! Hey, Haywood!
56 to Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down now, it's Bush. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Bush. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught, Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This complete to Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go. 120!
Watch the pass.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He goes full extension, and he's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They give to Bush going right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges.
Let's go.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now Rosen on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Wentz now to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, it's Wentz. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
What we got?
From midfield, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 now.
Please, 5-7. Here's 2.
9:35. It's our time. This is our time, guys. This is move. 35.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Philadelphia! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Let's go,
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. Wentz sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked by Tracy Walker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown.